Tonight, from Buffalo Bills Stadium in Orchard Park, New York, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills taking on Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at Bills Stadium in Orchard Park. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of
And we are underway in Buffalo. Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. But the Bills make their way out, led by their third-year quarterback from Wyoming. At 24 years of age, it's Josh Allen.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well. Won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Allen now on first down. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
That's good.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 68 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. And again, it's Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. A good rally to the football, keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Chiefs' 42-yard line.
Now Allen again. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 30. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. So, from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's brought down. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They run here with Singletary. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. They'll look to run with Singletary. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Jordan Brooks in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. This is an easy one, 23-yarder.
23-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills' opening drive yields 3.
Bills 3, Chiefs nothing.
They moved the ball pretty well there on the opening drive. You think they're okay settling for 3?
I don't think they're happy about settling for 3, but I think you're exactly right with the word okay, because they threw it well, they ran it well. Excellent balance for the first drive of the game.
And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. So here are the Chiefs now under their veteran head coach, Andy Reid. They'll be led out by the reigning Super Bowl MVP in his 4th year now. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. Tremaine Edmonds, the Bills' leading tackler in 2019, in on the stop. From the 29, Mahomes. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. The all-pro corner, Tre'Davious White, picks it off. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
Mahomes' pass.
That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level. The quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver. Whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter, they'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there gets them closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the Chiefs' 4-yard line.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Here's the first carry of the game for Zach Moss. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Allen. Dancing to it, and he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was Josh Allen using his legs to polish things off. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down at the 26.
North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down. He needed 5. He got it barely as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Chiefs, nothing.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going. On
2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Throwing is Mahomes on third. Completes it to Hardman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
I don't think there's any doubt that we'll see a little bit more of McCall Hardman as a receiver in year 2. First year, used him a little bit as a gimmick. Throw it to him occasionally, some jet sweeps, maybe some return game. But he really came on late in the season. 538 yards, 6 touchdowns. A pretty darn good year for a rookie receiver. And really made his huge impact as a return guy. Earned a Pro Bowl nomination in his first season.
Now a run by Bell here going nowhere as they'll hit him behind the line.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Working from the gun, Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 36. A gain there of 21 yards. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 36. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And a solid run down inside the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
On 1st down, Mahomes. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Sammy Watkins is a former first-round pick in the NFL, and he sure reminded us during Kansas City's run to the playoffs last season. 10 catches in the AFC Championship game and a 98-yard receiving game in Super Bowl 54. He did talk about possibly stepping away and getting some time in the offseason, but Kansas City very happy to have him back in their lineup and in their fold.
They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now Mahomes. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's got it. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown.
All-pro tight end Travis Kelce had 97 catches last year in the regular season on his way to a Super Bowl title with Kansas City. And while he's a weapon anywhere on the field, as you get closer to the end zone, you really have to look out. Witness what he did in the playoffs. 3 touchdown catches against Houston in the divisional round, and a big one in the Super Bowl against San Francisco, which keyed Kansas City's comeback.
And he's got it up and through. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown.
Harrison Butker.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now, he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37.
Here's Singletary. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
What I enjoyed most about watching Devin Singletary as a rookie, and he had a nice campaign, 775 yards on the ground and a rushing average in the top 5 in the league last year, is that what I saw in college transferred to the NFL. Continued to make the first tackler miss, whether he's in the hole or on the perimeter. I expect him to get to 1,000 yards rushing this season.
A 1st down carry now for Yeldon. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 11 yards there, just like last play.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41. They will run with Singletary. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
The handoff to Devin Singletary.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. 2 minutes remaining in the 1st half. 10-7 our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our 1st half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Allen's throw is complete, and he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 19. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And there's a catch there by Stephon Diggs, and he is dangerous whether you throw the ball to him short or you target him downfield for the big plays. Averaged nearly 18 yards per catch. That ranked 4th in the league last season. He is elusive and tough to get down on the ground when he's in the open field.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. The left side caught by Diggs. Browns. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
Good catch there by Stephon Diggs, and no one happier in Buffalo than quarterback Josh Allen, who was looking for that big target downfield, the guy who can go up and take the ball away from defenders and turn it into big plays.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
It's good to make it 17-7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Mecole Hardman. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. A quick slant to Hill. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. That is a dangerous combination right there as we are learning quickly. Mahomes to Hill.
And think about the number of ways that they are dangerous, because Hill can run past anyone, so he can throw it all the way downfield to him. But also on the shorter catches, as we saw here, catch it underneath, catch it in front of someone, he makes a move or uses his speed, and he's still gone. Either way, he can go the distance.
And either way, good luck. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Buffalo set to get the football back here. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
It's caught on the right side at Smith. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Allen now looks to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and CD in a minute. First, it's time to take a look at what we've got coming your way this weekend in the NFL. In the early window on Sunday, one of the best happens up in Pittsburgh. A big one for the Steelers, as they'll match up against the Cleveland Browns. In the late afternoon games, the place to be might very well be Denver, Colorado, where it'll be the Broncos taking on the Miami Dolphins. And then finally, a good one on Sunday Night Football between the LA Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Well, I know it's a little bit of a cliche to talk about all the tight ends who are really wide receivers in the NFL, but Travis Kelce fits that perfectly. He led all tight ends last season with over 1,200 yards receiving, 4th in the NFL. I think he's one of the gold standards in the league for the tight end position, and I don't know if
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Butker now to add the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
Harrison Butker.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
On second down, Singletary. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Buffalo Bills. First and 10 at the...
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Yeldon. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. He's 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Yards on the pickup.
They'll run here with Singletary. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
Singletary, the ball carrier.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Allen finding Brown for a Bills first down.
John Brown with the reception. What a year he had in 2019. Had his first 1,000-yard season since 2015 and had the most catches in his career as well with 72. A very dangerous target both downfield and in the short areas where he can make the catch and make people miss.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. Here's Allen to throw it. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Damian Wilson on
no gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the
throwing on second down. Allen working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
They'll run here with Moss. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked it down to force a 4th down?
And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Bass is good. And that'll bring him back within a point.
Makes the score. Chiefs 21. Bills 20.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to...
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mahomes under pressure again, and down he goes again. The sack there by Tyrone Crawford shooting in to make the play.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
got protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. On 1st down, Singletary, and he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Hitchens brought him down. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 28. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
On the counter, it's Yeldon. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Buffalo. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, Allen. He's got his man on the crossing route.
That's another.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Brings up.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
On 2nd down now, Singletary. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Operating from the gun, Allen. Oh, no, he lost the football. And fortunately, the Bills jump on it and get it back.
Fumble on the play.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Allen, and that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Cole Beasley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have retaken the lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
So now an important conversion attempt here as the Bills line up to go for 2. shotgun now, operating from the gun. And they're going to bury him back at the 11-yard line.
The conversion is no good. That keeps the score. Bills.
So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Hardman on the return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26.
KC's offense ready to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Breaking that one up, the former All-Pro Josh Norman.
He was covered by Josh Norman.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Looking for Hill again. This time it's complete. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 37. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City 1st.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Mahomes firing complete and able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
It's a gain of 9.
Now a toss left side for Edwards-Helaire. And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Mahomes to throw. And it's complete to Kelsey. Oh, no, he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position, ball security paramount, they turned the ball over. Terrible.
Singletary to get the drive started. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line.
26,
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
6 brings up 3rd and 3.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Allen. And he's able to find Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo first. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
The handoff.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
At the 26. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the gun, Allen finding Knox there, complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Buffalo Bills. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now Allen. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it second down.
Singletary.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second down, Singletary. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a run with Singletary. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at the line.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The Bills send the punter out, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Patrick Mahomes in the offense. Down by 5, 65 seconds remaining. Their undefeated season, it's in danger unless they can score here as they've got a 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Back to throw.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this when I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. Allen down to a knee, and that should just about do it. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Buffalo, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.